everyone, and yes here, it's been a while since I did a Neville nugget for you. Now, today's nugget is from my all-time favorite book of Neville's, The Law and the Promise. And it's from the chapter on moods. And it goes like this. The boundless opportunities opened by recognizing the shift of the focus of imagining is beyond measure. There are no boundaries. The drama of life is an imaginal activity in which we bring to pass by our moods rather than by our physical acts. Moods so ably guide all towards that which they affirm. They may be said to create the circumstances of life and dictate the events. The mood of the wish fulfilled is the high tide which lifts us easily off the bar of the senses, where we usually lie stranded. If we are aware of the mood and know this secret of imagining, we may announce that all that our moods affirm will come to pass. Okay, so I'm going to go through this a little bit. Now, he talks about the drama of life is an imaginal activity. So whatever drama you're experiencing on the outside currently, whether it's at work, with your finances, with a romantic interest, with your family, it is there because of the mood you have been in, such as what you think about certain people, what you think about certain things, and the general tone of you, as Neville says, the state that you are in. Okay, so the state being, are you in a state of happiness? Are you in a state of depression? Are you in a state of anxiety? Are you in a state of unlovedness? Or on the other end of the scale, are you in a state of incredible joy, feeling free, feeling adventurous, feeling beautiful, feeling sexy, feeling, creative? Any of these are different moods. These are the positive moods. These are the moods that propel us towards desired end results. Okay? Now, it's the mood that creates what comes to us, not the physical acts. Okay? So, the mood of the wish fulfilled is the high tide which lifts us easily off the bar of the senses. Now, what's he talking about? The mood of the wish fulfilled. So you being in the feeling you would have if you had what you wanted, which is the wish fulfilled, okay? That's what lifts you up. He calls it lifts us easily off the bar of the senses, meaning what you're seeing, if it's not to your liking, it lifts you away from that and the emotions associated with that. Because if you're looking at something, let's say, and it's not what you want, you then bring that into you and then you have an emotional response. However, if we as human beings realize to do it the other way around, which Neville talks about repeatedly throughout what he's written, is that rather than letting the external dictate your mood or your emotion, in our 2022 words, how we feel, you set the mood, you set the emotion deliberately by choosing thoughts that are uplifting, positive, what you want kind of thoughts. And then that mood goes forward and has an influence on the situation. So it's don't let the mood out there, as in what's going on out there, the feeling of what's going on out there affect you here on the inside. You set the tone. You influence through what you do here and in your gut, which is where the feeling is. That's where we often feel it. Okay? So Do it deliberately. Practice this where you go, okay, that situation isn't to my liking. Now, what is the feeling I would love to have if I knew I had that right now? So you bring that feeling up, joy, fun, relaxedness, being at peace, being happy. And from that place, that energy goes forth and touches the experience that you will then bring back towards you. Okay? The energy of us influences the outside. Okay? So, looking at the last little bit, if we are aware of the mood and know this secret of imagining, we may announce that all that our mood affirms will come to pass. So, it's not about changing the outside, it's about changing the inside, projecting it out, using the law of assumption, the law of projection, which Neville talks a lot about the law of assumption, and projecting that forth with the law of projection to then create a much greater desired result. So, I can tell you that this book was life-changing for me, and you know, sometimes you can think that you understand Neville, and after you've read him for a year or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, you can go back and read the exact same book, lecture, and see it with totally different eyes. And I can tell you, reading this book 30 years after I started reading Neville, it's very different what I see and what I hear. And I am just starting to begin to understand Neville at a deeper level after all these years. So continue the reading, enjoy his beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stories and his breaking down of things. And, you know, I've been thinking for a while to do a course, a 12-week course on Neville's teachings, and I would definitely start with this book. So I will announce that soon. And lots of love to you, everyone. I will put the Neville Nuggets playlist down below for you. And there's also a Neville Goddard playlist down below for you as well, for those of you that would like to really start to apply what Neville teaches, not just read it, but take it off the page, take it in, and then project the learning onto your particular situations that are causing you some disturbances today. So, lots of love, everyone, and I will see you as always in the next YouTube.